Welcome to the campfire. Today, we're going to be rejoining our friend Nancy. What I'm planning on doing is going hunting again. The other question is, can I even remove the primitive forge? No. Can I pick it up? Also no. Well, that's great. So once you build one of these things, they're there permanently. Just so you're aware. That's gonna be great. We're gonna go hunting because I need to find skin. The thing that I need to figure out is we need to get 2. Because we need 2 large bellows, one for this, one for that. So that's something to keep in mind with this. We need to find 2 deer. The next question is, where am I gonna find them? And the answer might surprise me. I don't know. Just usually how these things go is I go searching far afield and then I end up finding what I'm looking for a lot closer than I expected. But it is morning. We've got our supplies. Now it's just a matter of searching. Oh, this could be interesting. Can I hit it? Nope. And that's just gonna bring, of course, zombies towards us. So one thing to watch out for while doing this is I can't hit where shit. Got it. Oh shoot. That's a zombie right there. And there's more coming. So we're gonna get out of this spot. Well, it was worth a shot trying to hit it. Maybe next time get a little closer. Yeah, I don't even know how to use these rifles. To be fair, maybe I should test it out on zombies. That would have been a smarter choice. Like these guys. Come on, let me out of the truck. There we go. Oh yeah, this is even weirder than the shotgun. Okay. I mean, that makes sense how that works. Still only matters for kill shots as far as getting the points, but now I at least understand how that's supposed to work. Now to go try to find deer again. Well, I suppose we can try looking around here. It is a rather nice clearing on the way back to home from the crossroads way down south. Figure maybe there'd be some deer around here. Maybe some rabbit. We'll see what happens. You know, it's actually kind of nice to walk around in the woods, both in real life and in the game, where there's just no zombies around. Just go wandering, walk, take a look at the nature. You almost forget that it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland. Almost. Not quite, though. I mean, you never really forget the situation you're really in. Where, oh where could the deer have gone? Oh where could they be? Are these Well, they're wild berries. They're not poisonous, it looks like. So maybe? I don't think it's worth risking, but... There's a camera out here. Weird. I'll take it, but weird. I don't see any animals out this way. Oh, there was something. Ah, it's a pine cone. We can use it to start fires later, if we need to. Kind of hoping that there'd be more deer out this way, you know, where there's absolutely nothing. And it's a wide open expanse. But apparently there's not gonna be. Well, I don't think we're gonna find any deer along this trail. Unless we find the ones that we were initially after. Maybe we will if we go this way. And this is supposed to be a dirt road that leads over to a different bridge. But I'm noticing there's a lot of trees starting to grow along here. That's not a good sign. Just means it'll be soon hard to drive along this path, if at all possible, to drive along this path. Not to mention it slows us down a lot. We could take the opportunity, go this way, see what's over here. We need to eat food. Let's try that. And are we gonna find anything out this way is the other real question. I mean, the deer apparently just kind of follow a specific path that they more or less wander along. So we shot at those deer and they ran away, but eventually they'll return to that spot. So we should keep that place in mind. See if we can find another spot that they tend to congregate near, is the idea. So we may have to rely on hunting at least once or twice. Or, you know, want to rely on anything other than fishing for a little bit here and there. Which, to that point, we could go get chickens, I suppose. But I'm just looking for anything. Deer, rabbits, it all works. Specifically, I want deer because of the hides. The skins that we need. Well, we can hop out here and take a look. What's with the downed guy over here? Start looking for animal tracks. See if we can find the animal tracks, all the better. Usually it's a line of deer poop, apparently. Nobody knows why he went down. Got it? Anything else? Any information? Something I can go off of. Not over here. It's getting too late and too cold to start wandering too far off from the truck. Unfortunately. So it might be a better idea to go and continue working on our aiming skill and then worry about hunting deer. Either way. I mean, it's not a complete waste to have spent a day looking for the things. We know where one group or one herd kind of occasionally congregates at, so there's that. There's a lot of already dead zombies all over the place. which is also fascinating. Like, why do they spawn at the edge of rivers unless they were people who were infected and decided to put an end to it before it progressed, which is possible. Alright, I guess we'll head back towards the house. Maybe we'll run into that herd again. Alright, so we're right here. Near-ish where those deer were, and in the direction they ran to. First I'm gonna put some fuel in our van. We need... starting to get low. So we need to get some fuel in there. Next thing, I'm gonna turn off the truck. So it does not need to be running. While we do this... Come on, let me out. I'm gonna go walk into the woods a little ways and see if we can find where the deer went. Hopefully not running into any zombies. I know that's not a guarantee, but maybe we can get lucky here. Yeah, this is getting really thick out here. What am I gonna see? Nope. It's an animal skull. Yeah, this is getting pretty thick. Never mind. Which ends up being... I can't see if a zombie's gonna come up on us, but I also just can't see the animals. Maybe I need to start a fire out here. Let that clear out the woods. That'd be a terrible idea. I am not gonna do that, but... yeah. And there goes all the... there goes the deer. Well, let's take care of this lady. She's gonna be problem number one. Oh, come on, really? How do I miss this badly every time? Yeah, that's not gonna work out. Oh, come on. Okay. Let's get the zombies all kind of corralled over this way. Yes, yes, you're all gonna chase me. That's fine. I was hoping. Alright. Get you guys all corralled over. You're running at my car, not me. So again, we need to kind of corral y'all. This was a bad idea. What was I thinking? You're right. I don't think I was. There we go. Truck should be somewhat freed up. Come on. Where's the entry? There. Now let's get going. Yeah, trying to hunt the deer near the edge of town probably wasn't the smartest idea either, but I was hoping that I could get something. Then what would I have done? I would have had to have fought every zombie for the one deer I found. You're right, this wasn't gonna work, no matter what I did. Either way, it gets all those zombies out towards that road where I can go back with the shotgun and practice my aiming. To be fair, it's not all lost. It's not all a terrible idea. Just mostly. Doesn't help that my E key is doing something funky lately. It's just doesn't seem to be working half the time that I hit the button. take stuff out of here that doesn't need to stay in here. Like the tobacco and the seeds can come out. Spare engine parts. These steel sheets can come with to the inside. All this stuff. Yeah, let's get the sack of gravel out. All these seeds. Just get things out of here. Yeah. Let's get this light bar out. It doesn't need to stay in. There we go. It's everything pulled out of there. And we're back inside, back home. Makes it harder for them to get us anyways, having the home built like this. Where, oh where are the things? Let's put this away. The berries. At least I'm pretty sure those are good. Beautyberry, winterberry. What else? Dog hempbane? No, can't put that in there. What has any storage space left? We need to expand the house. I know, I keep saying it, I keep thinking it. And then I don't do anything about it. This one's got some space. What about all this? Can all this fit? Everything but the saws. And the wire. These can go in here though. Let's put the towel away. Towelly would be proud of us. We got a towel. This can just go on the floor. I'm not dealing with that. Same with that one. It's too heavy to go anywhere anyways. These, what about... they partially fit in there. What about in here? Yeah, we got an empty bag. These will fit there. Let's fill up our water. Eat some food, and I guess just try to make a plan for what the heck I'm gonna do next. Yay for waking up with a panic attack. I'm sure that is going to go swimmingly for us. Seems to happen after we end up fighting a large horde. Which may explain a few things. But I don't see anything to worry about. So let's fix this problem and then go to bed. First, where are my pills? I think the pills I put... Nope. What about in here? There they are. Let's take these first. Put them in there. Then let's fix the tension by reading a book or a magazine. Yeah, that'll work. Read one or two of these. That should fix the tension. There we go. Bam. And get another couple hours of sleep. Okay, so I'm going to put a pause on hunting, I guess, until we get some better aiming skills. Maybe if we can find a farm with a whole lot of sheep or cows or pigs. Probably pigs. I really don't plan on farming pigs if I don't have to. And what I want to do instead is we will attach this to our back and grab some shotgun ammo. Fill this up. Wear this instead of our other thing. Open a box. Open 2 boxes. There we go. Just load ourselves up with shells again. So what we're gonna go do is we're gonna go clear the road over here. Because why not? We might as well do something to level up this skill. And because without it, we can't hit a damn thing anyways. Alright. Alright, we're loaded up, ready to go. There. Jesus. Anything to worry about besides zombies slowly coming for us? No. Well, there's a few. We should be alright. So this is just going to be yet another day of this. So we need to get to level 4 anyways to really be effective with a rifle. Which will take a very long time, whether we like it or not. I complain about, mildly complain about some of the other skills taking forever to level up. Aiming is probably the slowest one. Yeah, it doesn't even, because that's from reading the full book, I believe. It's not, no wonder it's taken forever. Comparative. Alright, let's grab those. That is something I should go take a look at before I claim that that's actually factual. Did we read the whole aiming book, or did we read half of it and I thought I read the whole thing? Ooh, that is a good point. Before I make any sort of claim, we're gonna go check. Oh no, yeah, we read all of Aiming 1. And that multiplier is maxed out at 1.5. That is annoying. All other skills get 3.0. Oh, that is the worst. Well, I might change up how I do my next character and start with aiming skill having a bonus to learning it. Because, this is going to take a lot of ammunition just to get up to where rifles are viable. Maybe I should start using a pistol too? I don't know. Shotguns are the most effective for training, but Christ, I can't imagine trying to do this as somebody without, on a lower loot tier. Like low loot, you're just not using firearms ever. There we go. Let's just keep taking them out. Okay. Are you ever going to... Jesus. Alright, well this is getting only worse and worse. Alright, and they're starting to come up from behind us, which is not great either. Alright, looks like we should be clear if we start walking this way. Took you both down. This might just be enough XP to level up. As much as that kind of feels weird to say. You didn't go down. There we go. Does it need me to start aiming for follow-through? That is weird. Okay, we good? I don't see anybody else coming. There we go. Almost. Still gonna be a few more before we level up. I was hoping this would be enough, but it's clearly not. And a bunch more watches, though. So we've got those going for us. One lone strangler. One lone straggler. Just wandering up at us. There. Getting closer. Getting closer. Well, if nothing else, I keep leveling up tracking. But where do the tracks lead? That's the real problem. Seems like they're just a big circle from here all the way to over on the other side of the railroad tracks, back up to the road. It's really not a huge circle either. But at least we leveled up tracking, I guess. I don't know what that does for me. Let's see here. Increases available information on wild animal clues found in search mode and allows smaller clues to be found. So... oh, we found clay. I'm not going to say no to picking up clay. Not at this point. But I just don't seem to be finding... and the tracks don't make sense. Because they look like hoof prints, don't get me wrong. And that is fantastic. I'm sure it's helpful. There's a deer. Okay. I thought that was a zombie charging out of the woods at us for some reason. Now I can't see it. Where did it go? There it is. I can get close enough to it. I can hit it. But I keep walking through bushes. This is not going to help me. Tracking the poor thing. Because I can't get close enough to hit it. Because there's so many bushes. So many goddamn bushes. Alright, let's get out to the railroad tracks. Maybe then I can get close enough. Or if I sit still. No, never mind. Too late to have that thought. Come on. Where are you? It's been a long day of tracking one of you down. Getting through these bushes is no easy feat. I keep making noise and it's not helping anything. There. It's right there. Keep hitting a bush or stepping on a leaf pile or something. Thus alerting the deer to my presence. If only I could get close enough. Yeah, it's just getting further and further away. There's just no way I'm getting this. Not with a shotgun, not in the woods. Maybe I need to go find a field where they're all standing around in a circle at. Used to run into those over on the other side of the map quite frequently. Alright. Maybe I just need to level up sneaking. I don't know. Let's get back to the van. Well, let's level up sneaking for a moment here. Because why not? Really should have been working on this skill all along and just never did. How? Oh, it is also really slow for us to level up. Got it. It's getting too late. I'll deal with that later. Take you down. Let's bring over the other, like, 2 zombies left in the area. Aiming's also going to be really slow to level up. I keep forgetting that. Because it's on kill shot, not on any hit. If it was on any hit, that'd be so much simpler. And you would think you'd learn a lot more from a hit than a kill shot. But whatever. Take what I can get, I guess. Not just what I want out of it. Maybe at level 2 we can start using the rifle to hunt, at the very least. Because the shotgun's not going to work, at least not for these short ranges, or these areas, the trees and everything else. If I go find a field, it might work out for me. Might work out better anyways in a field. Alright, off we go to try again. Either with zombie hunting or animal hunting. I'm thinking what I'm gonna do this time. Do I even have any food on me? I do not. I should bring some food, because we're gonna go further afield. We're gonna go out to the west and see if we can find an open field that might have deer in it. Or a farm field that has other animals in it. So with that in mind, we're gonna grab a couple things of food. And some extra water. That's actually a much better point. I think we've got, yeah, we got 4 more bottles in the back of the truck, so we should be good there. So now it's just a matter of put stuff away, put things there, and then we're gonna head out and see if we can find something to help us. Alright, we found a herd of deer. Let's see if we can maybe get close enough to one of them. Because that... yeah, that's not close enough. We'll have to get a little closer here. It's still not... still not quite... maybe if I could get that close with the rifle. We can at least try. Do I even have any rounds on me for this rifle? I don't even know. Yeah, I do. Alright. Let's equip in both hands. And it's not really zooming in at all. That didn't work out. It didn't... I was hoping it would, but Yeah. Nope. Shotgun it is. And let's hope they don't run away too far. Yeah, they went a mile away. Because of course they did. Alright. Well, let's try to get close again. Didn't bring any zombies in, at least. So we got that going for us. Yeah. Aiming with that rifle is just not going to happen until we hit a higher level, apparently. So... maybe... maybe... Of course, it just runs away now. We did not hit it. So where are we gonna go? We could maybe get this one. I can't even see where the other one went. Maybe this one's not expecting us. Maybe. Oh, hi. How are you? Of course, that doesn't do me any good. Okay. Because it was running away. I'm willing to bet that it running away is the biggest problem there. I mean, we got close to it, we just didn't hit. Alright, let's try and find one. Alright, there's another deer right over here. This is the one that I was thinking about going for earlier anyways. When that other one took off running from beside us. Maybe we can sneak up on it. Especially on this flat open terrain. I can just get no. If I could just get close enough. This would be at least possible. Yeah, it's just gonna keep running. There's no... So what if I move this one, reload it, and get as close as this is gonna let me? Maybe if I broadside it? Let it come to me a little? No. Just doesn't seem to do any. Like, I can't get it close enough. And sneaking up on the deer is not helping any. Because they're able to detect me like real deer would. So it doesn't really matter what I'm doing there. Yeah. I don't know what to do there. I can't surprise them well enough. I can't sneak on them well enough. It becomes the problem here. Maybe I can find them at this point? What do I do? I mean, really, the only option from there is to try and get either stealth skill insanely high, or to just ram them with the car and say, screw it. Hunting isn't possible for me. For me, specifically. At least not at these skill levels. Give it like 3 years in game and I might be able to do it. but let's see if I can sneak up on him this time with the tree in the way. Nope. I can't get close enough for there to be a potential hit. It's just too dang far. And with this much brush... yeah. And it gets spooked so dang easy. Yeah, you have to do this with a rifle. Shotgun's just not going to be possible either. So we have to level up aiming to the nth degree to hopefully hit a deer with the current system. Because I can't get close enough. To hit something, I have to be about here, where my reticle is, and I can maybe get about here. Let's try one more. Yeah, we've only got 2 shots anyways left. So it really doesn't matter. Yep. Can't hit the broadside of a dang barn. This new system isn't any better than the old one for using the rifles. I'll tell you that much. Okay. Of course, now that nobody was watching, because I decided I needed to just try at random, I finally hit the goddamn thing. But we got it. We got 1 deer. So that can make us the forge. We don't really need the furnace to be better at the moment. How far away from the truck are we even? Probably way too far. Yes. Fair distance, anyways. Let's get... oh wow. We went a lot further than I thought. And there's a pig. I could have butchered the dang pig instead. Alright. There's a zombie next to the truck. Of course there is. Let's put that down. Yeah, that didn't do me any good. I was hoping that maybe I would get lucky. But no, I would not. Come here, you. Yeah. Can't even guarantee a kill shot at that range. Oh, Christ. I was not thinking about that. How many more zombies that might drag in. Come on. Really? 2 inches away and I can't hit the dang... finally. Alright. How many more does that drag in on me? None at the moment. This aiming system is not great. I mean, it's okay. I don't think between this and the one in the version prior that there's really a good solution on a 2D flat plane. This isn't good either. More or less to say, I don't like either system. This one's not bad. It's not the worst. It's not great either. And zombie coming out after us. And are we finally almost level? No. This especially with them, tying things in as a flat skill level, just not great. Does it kind of work? Yes. Is it good? No. I can't say it's good. I can't say it's terrible, but I can't say it's good. If that makes sense to people. It's a flat skill level. There's no mild improvement as you approach a skill level. There's no... Yeah. There has to be a better way. And there has to be a way that makes the game still fun to use those weapons. Oh, but my brutalist realism... Don't lie. It's not about brutalist realism. It's about making the game harder. So many people I see on Reddit, on the Steam forums, and they're complaining about something not being hard enough because it's not quote-unquote realistic. No. It wasn't realistic in the first place because it's a video game. Because if you made it realistic, nobody would play it. Not that realistic. And there are plenty of other systems that people don't complain about in this game that aren't realistic. Like, I'm not using 2 planks to build a wall. That you need more than 2 planks. You need more than 2 nails to build a wall. You need more than 1 plank to build a floor. It's not realism. Realism isn't the problem, it's trying to gatekeep a game and make something harder for the sake of it. But it doesn't need to be that way. You can allow some things to just be fun. And it hurts nobody. And in fact, probably will help your game. I'm not saying that the previous firearm aiming system was great, because it wasn't. On the technical side, it was literally just using a long-range spear, because the bullet just poked. It had its own flaws and its own problems. But this feels way too close to the old hit scan, where, that people complained about back in the day, where you press the trigger and the gun just chose a spot on the screen. And if the enemy was there, they got hit. If they weren't there, they didn't. There's gotta be a better level, better mix here. How to do it on a flat plane? 2D screen? I don't know. That's a good question. And is this a bad system? No. I just think it needs to be fleshed out a little better. And maybe it will be. Maybe this is not the final permutation they intend the firearm to be on. Cool. And I'm happy with that. Just it feels like there could be a little bit of improvement here. Especially with the concept of skill levels in it, and how slowly it is to gain skill levels in aiming. I'm sorry, you can teach somebody in about a day to be able to fire a firearm more or less accurately, if they're willing to learn. Beyond that is just, it could be better. Going from level 2 to level 3 and suddenly not being able to, going from, I can't fire a rifle and hit something to save my life, to, I am good at this and, yada yada, in the span of, 1 shot. That's kind of a weird gap there. Feels a little jarring. As this bar increases and you approach the next level, I almost feel like there should be some kind of noticeable improvement there in the aiming. But maybe that's getting too far along the same problem, the slippery slope I was talking about with going too far in the pursuit of realism. Maybe it's just a road too far, or a bridge too far, whatever you want to call it. I need to put this in the truck. Get things out of my inventory. There we go. I think that's enough complaining. Do I have a great solution for it? No, clearly not. I have ideas. But is it perfect? No. And the better ideas are probably going to come from somebody else. And that's fine. My thought being, there is a flaw there. And there's a flaw in the current system. Not that the previous system was, that much better. Does it need to be fixed? Probably. How to fix it? I'm not sure. I'm sure somebody else is. And they may have already figured out how to fix it. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on it, is that the way it currently is not great and does need to be fixed. Let's take this. Let's get a couple planks. So that's what we need. Why did it sound like there was zombies outside? Maybe that was all in my head too. Very well could have been. I know I'm a little crazy at times. I think I just need this. 1 plank. Let's grab 2 just to be safe. Then let's put these. So we need some more firewood anyways. And from here we need a butcher hook. There. Let's grab the deer. Can I just attach it here? Yes. I need a... I need a knife. That's what I need. Let's go grab one of our fillet knives. One of our dozen fillet knives. Let's take care of this problem. Butcher hook. Plead. Then, there we go. Gather the leather. Let's gather the meat. Then this. And we've got 1 whole bone. Yeah, let's just get the bones. There we go. What does that give us? Pork cuts. Not great. Come on, close the dang door. They're not the worst. Then we can cook them and get... What's this about? 7 hours. Okay, we got plenty of time. Hey, we can cook all of them at once. These are going to be handy. Let's eat one of them. Oh, that's great. A meta event right then and there. So that gave us a few pounds of cooked meat. Stack. 1.75 pounds. Whatever the actual weight is, because that's definitely not pounds. Kilograms, maybe. Need to take this and let's slice it. Put the animal bones somewhere. Bones? Ain't no bones around here. Alright, so we need a bowl to tan the leather properly, and then we need the everything else to actually make this, but let's make some firewood. There we go. Let's add that into here. So that should give us more than enough till morning. Yes. Let's take the brain, put it away. For the moment, that's all I really need to do. This will need to be processed properly tomorrow. Beyond that, we should be good to go. We can at least start one of the two big things. We don't really need the advanced furnace at the moment. So the biggest problem will be we make the forge first, which means I need to expand the house a little bit. With that, thank you for joining me here by the campfire. If you like the video, like it. If you have questions, comments, concerns, witty remarks, recommendations, and suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Subscribe if you want to. Join the Discord if you want to hang out. And as always, have a wonderful day.